Susan Rand's pattern this.
Man with that 20 stack, if my bro see that, you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I don't wanna rap. Keisha got more bodies than gang, and I bet you she's still gonna cap. Slim thing with a waist, can I look like Kyle look Ray? More time with her face on L look me. Can't get caught up town with bait.
Yes, people, we are live and alive. Welcome back. Or if it's your first time, welcome to MGTV. Yeah, this is a new show for this channel. We're calling it Rhinos Offside Trap. So I hope you get the little pun there, you feel me? Yeah. Big up Firms for the name though as well, man. And big up Traps, man. What are we saying though, Traps, man? We got some things to discuss, man. What are you saying?
Man, we're here, man. New show. It's looking good and that. All the thumbnails and everything's looking good, man. Let's make it good for the people, man.
Yeah. Let me even edit this quickly. Let me move you up a bit so that they can see your name. Yeah, that should be calm. There you go. Actually, let me move that down again. Yeah, man, people, we're live, man. We're live. We're going to talk about a few things. So obviously, the name has got more ring to it, basically, innit? So what we're going to do, we're going to have a segment here called VAR, and we're going to review certain things that have happened during the week. You feel me? Let me give you a little taster, yeah, of what to look out for. Yeah, VAR. So the stinkers of the week, we're going to talk about it probably for the last 20 minutes of the show. The stinkers of the week, the ballers of the week, the controversial decisions, you know. Certain men are saying that certain teams, you know, they check the goal and it's, you know what I mean? Certain men are saying leave LI-VAR-POOL, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I mean? So there's a lot to talk about as well. So obviously, you can put some suggestions in the chat. You know, if we agree with something and we disagree, we're going to have certain images that come up on the screen. You know, if we're unsure, we'll have certain images as well. And you guys can vote in the comments as well. Send your super chats, feel free. But listen, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys put post notifications on. And make sure you lot like the video, most importantly. Let's see who's commented so far. Big up Mark as well. Big up Rhino, Traps in the chat. Come on, bro. Big up RSV. How long have you been supporting Man United? I've been supporting Man United from young, bro. From young. I would say under 10. Definitely under 10. I was watching United when it was Ferguson days, innit? So if you want a bit of a kind of guidance to where the times I remember, I was watching players like SOLSKJAER, Sheringham, Andy Cole, Dwight York, Ji-Sung Park. You know, I was watching all these players live. You feel me? And I remember them times, Beckham and all them times when Ronaldo first came, like, what's his name? Evra, all these man, like, get me, Quinton Fortune, all these man. That's when I was watching United. You feel me? When Ferguson left, it burnt me, bro. Like, I think that's what kind of made me stop watching football. Or maybe life as well. I think the balance between that and life, and then just, I wasn't really into football. And then I started watching football again, coincidentally, when Ronaldo came. When Ronaldo came back to the club, that first season is when I locked back in and I started to watch Man United again. I think a year or two before that, I watched United play Fulham. I think, was it Rashford that scored a penalty or Marcel? Because obviously, rest in peace, my brother as well. He died in a car accident. He was a football coach, innit? You feel me? So he was going to work for Fulham in 2017 before he passed away. So after he passed away, the Fulham guys gave us an away ticket. And then me and my little ones and some of my family went to go and watch United away at Fulham. So, that's about it, really. So, I've only looked back into football the last 3 years. And, that's about it, man. But big up RSV as well. What about you, Traps? How long you been watching United for?
I'm old school, man. I started supporting United since 1995. People call me a glory hunter and that.
Oh, yeah, you get all of that.
It wasn't like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. When I was in school, obviously I used to play. I played football before I supported the team.
So
obviously growing up in South London, majority of people supported Chelsea, and obviously there was the Arsenal collective and that. So in school, basically let's be possible. Yeah, I wasn't supporting Chelsea because I thought Chelsea was a racist. All the racist dads, outside the pub, they had Chelsea shirts on. I wasn't on that. Yeah. And all the dickhead boys in school, they was the Arsenal fans and that. So
that's what the time it was for man as well. I
was playing football, and the man then was like to me, "What team do you support? What team do you support?" I'm like, "I don't support a team." It's like, "You got to support a team." I was like, "I don't really know what team to support." It was like, "You got to support a team, innit?" Yeah. So I'm like, "All right, cool." I went home, and obviously Eric Cantona was all over the news, kicking the Get the Fan. He was all over the news. I was like, "Right, this guy's actually on this. Oh, it's on things." You know what I mean? I support whatever team he is. Yeah. And then it's like, I said, "What team's him?" And it was like, "Oh, that's Man United." So I was like, "It's Man United, isn't it?" And obviously, it's been since then. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, people call me a glory hunter, but that season we didn't win nothing. So, do you know what I mean? I could have easily switched teams. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%, man. That's like, I can't remember the exact reason I chose United. I think my mum supported United at the time. She still does now, but she just doesn't really watch football. My dad supported Arsenal, but back then, United, Arsenal. And that's why a lot of people, when I say now that I prefer Arsenal to win the league, they don't get it. But I think I've kind of grown out of those times, and I more see City and Liverpool as our direct rivals in the sense where our records and all of that stuff. So I've still got that nostalgia from back in the day. United, Arsenal, Ferguson, Wenger. Get me, mad beef. Vieira and Keane in the flipping tunnel. That's what I grew up on, you feel me? So Campbell's, Ashley Cole's, watching these man, you feel me? Bergkamp and that. So, but yeah, bro, I can't remember the direct reason. I think I just chose United because I just liked probably the players like Beckham and all of that, you feel me? So it's funny how back then a lot of players could lead you to support a team, but nowadays we don't follow the players no more, we follow the team. Certain players still have it like Ronaldo and that. No matter where Ronaldo goes, certain man will still follow Juventus, Real Madrid, United, you feel me? Because you get me, he's a legend like that. But yeah, or Messi. Certain people will follow Messi wherever he goes. But yeah, big up RSV saying being a glory hunter is hopping from one team to another based on who's winning, like Hamza, who's switched from Arsenal to Man City. Big up Hamza though. Hamza's my guy though. Big up Hamza. But listen,
has Hamza CRB come through this? Is there confirmation on this?
I can't lie.
I did tell you it's under investigation. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you saying? We have to give him this one. We have to give him this one. This one, crap. We don't know. We're waiting for the signal. Like, well, go on, you feel me?
Them man, they need a VAR check for real.
Hey, yeah. Now, big up though, man. Hamza, big up Hamza though, man. He's been on this channel as well. We're gonna have him on the channel a lot more as well. Big up Tyrone. Big up the man them inside. Smash the likes. Smash the like. Show love to the brothers. Yeah, that's man's bro right there. You know. Make sure you subscribe to Trafford Tunnel as well, and also Never a Foul. Make sure you subscribe, man. Big up content connoisseurs. Man said Uncle Ruckus, you know.
Yeah, this man tried to crucify me last week. He tried to crucify me. But you see here, You see, because we're not doing barbershop settings here, it's just me and Rhino right now, yeah. I can chat to them among them, I can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, bro. If you know about barbershop settings, you know, man. Trust me. Big up Imran as well. It's a Traps looking like Harry from Home Alone with that hat. And my next guy is big up
the terrorist coat hat, man. Make sure you go get yourself one of these. These are warm, like the design.
Do you know that reminds me of Traps? Do you remember Ferraducci back in the day? Ferraducci hats. That's what it reminds me of. Ferraducci hats. I don't know if you remember them. They used to sell it on Wharf Road. Still, yeah. Them hats, yeah, I remember school times. Man was just rocking them hats. But yeah, terrace coat. Make sure you go and lock in. I'll try and find a link and put it in the chat as well. Man said between the two of you, man, there's 3 pieces ahead. I know it's crazy, isn't it?
No, man.
But yeah, man, let's get into it.
Kind of mad still. I can't lie.
My hair's dreaded still. I don't think I've shown my hair on live since bare Mandem talks ago still. But I'm gonna freshen up the hair, man. But you know the hair's there still. Man. Yeah. I got the bulb head a little bit, but I still got the hair there. So my thing's calm. I'm not even shy of it. People think that it's a shy thing. It's not even that, man. Like I said, I've been on live with it. What do you call it? RSV says I meant since like what year? I can't remember the year, but it was Quay. I was young. So I'm over 30 now. I was supporting United from over, easily over 20 years ago. Easily. But like I said, I had a long phase of I stopped watching football. Before, I used to know everything about football, all the other teams, transfers and all of that. Now I'll say I'm a bit rusty still. Big up Z Gold as well. Big up Rhino and Traps. Let me just get through these comments quickly and then we're going to get started straight away. Who else is there? Big up Wayne Hennessy. His DBS came back as a fraud, yeah? Don't worry, we're going to be questioning Hamza. We're going to do the VIR check. Wade Trap saying about the Zerbi now. We're going to talk about that still. We're going to talk about that. Don't worry. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Trink says Trap's moving like he's stealing Wi-Fi, fully dressed, ready to run out any moment.
Listen,
Traps is on the jacket.
I just got in.
Yeah, he was rushing in still. Traps was rushing in, man. AGF99, I remember the Stone Island beanies back in the day. Yeah, back in school days. 100%, man. And I grew up in Liverpool.
This is better. Trust me, this is the better.
It looks smooth though. I can't lie, it looks smooth. Looks smooth. But listen, let's start, man. Let's get into this, Traps, yeah. Firstly, I want to talk about this Ten Hag in and out movement, yeah. Because obviously we did a bit on the Mandem talk. Big up all the Mandem. Like, what's your thoughts right now on the ins and outs? Because a lot of people are like, I'm gonna bring up a tweet that NAJEE put up yesterday, yeah. Actually, today. Let me bring it up right now, actually. I'm going to bring up a tweet because as much as man read out all Ten Hag's crimes, people are still defending Ten Hag, bro. People are still defending Ten Hag. So let me put up this tweet that I was mentioned in still. And you know, what do you call it? NAJEE had to add his little dig in there saying, it's only for people that can understand surface level and that. So that's what I mean. But it's all, at the end of the day, it's all love. But that's why I'm on the man them that are like chatting like that, because it's like, it's so easy to see the context behind certain things, but you have to look at the other side as well. You have to look at the negatives. And I'm a person that looks at both sides, innit? But let me bring it up anyway.
You have to.
So this, you have to, bro. Look at this, Traps, yeah? Let me move this like this. I'm gonna pattern it, guys. Don't worry. I prepared for all of this stuff. You feel me? So we're gonna do it like that. You get me? So cool. So it says if we go off assumption that Ten Hag sees his preferred back MEFC4 as Delo, Varane, Martinez, and Shaw, here is the availability of his selected back four. This is based off them being in position. So Dalo at left back doesn't count. Yeah, interesting. So all four of them available. We've had 2 matches and 2 wins. 3 out of 4 available. We've had 8 matches and 5 wins and 1 draw and 2 losses. 2 out of 4 available. We've had 14 matches, 6 wins, 1 draw and 7 losses. And 1 out of 4 matches, we've had 11. And 1 out of 4 of them available. With 11 matches, 5 wins, 1 draw, 5 losses. And when none's available, we've had 3 matches, 2 losses and 1 win. Basically, it's saying that the more we have available, the more matches to win ratio we have. The less we have, then obviously cool, we're losing more. So, bruv, I'm gonna let you talk, Traps, because this is what I mean, yeah. Let me let Traps go first. Traps, what are you saying about this, bruv? And wait, let me even finish reading it. It says, for a manager that wants to play front foot football and who has a big emphasis on playing out from the back and likes to play through central areas, even though Ten Hag said he don't care about the midfield, it's documented, yeah? He likes to play through central areas. This level of availability is massively detrimental. Pressing starts from the front and tempo dictation and build-up starts from the back. The longer it takes to leave your back line, the fewer chances you create up the top. Due to him being Dutch and managing at Ajax, he is thought of a descendant of Cruyff. I think that's cap, yeah? Okay, maybe you're saying he's thought, but cool. And has a focus on the ball ability and link up. But that hasn't been the case. While he does have principles on the ball and patterns that he likes to see from his teams, he mainly focuses on the shape and space and manipulation. I'm not even going to read the rest. It's basically justifying it. Let me go to the end. He says, look at United. In the same position, swap Casemiro with Eriksen or Mainoo with McTominay. Their profiles are incredibly different, affecting the style. This is something Ineos will need to address. The squad players need to be of similar profiles to be starters. Yeah? You can't play the same with Marshall up top. And yeah, NAJEE's added me, Saeed, and Ty, and he put the little eye emoji. Put little eye emojis like, yeah, what are you not saying about this? So what are we saying, Traps? What are we really saying? And big up Saeed, man. Big up, I think Saeed. Yeah, big up the raid as well. Come on, man. My bro, man. You lot, make sure you're subscribing and locking in, bro. Subscribe. Please put post notifications on. We're going to do this show every week. Rhinos, Offside, Trap, me and Traps. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you got post notifications on and like the video as well. But what are you saying about this, Traps, though? Like, because I'm going to let you go first, because I'm going to leave it up for a bit for the fans, the supporters and stuff to read. But what are you saying, bruv? What are you saying, man?
Look, yeah. I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. I told you already, but I'm done with the fan base. I'm not on what this fan base is on. My war against the fan base has begun, yeah. Because I've clocked what man do. Man them have bare agendas, bare ulterior motives when it comes to this United support thing. Now, that tweet, yeah, is telling me man wants to be right over the facts. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to be right. Yeah, he's justifying a load of bullshit at the end of the day. And man saying, assuming, yeah, man don't know what Ten Hag's preferred shit is, because like I said, we've seen Lindelof at left back. We've seen Amrabat at left back. You know what I mean? We've seen all of these things. We don't know who he's preferred. Amrabat was meant to come in at the midfield. He started off his United career at left back, yeah? So I'm not hearing none of it at the end of the day. People, this is Ollie tax, you know? This is Ollie tax. This is what's going on here right now.
We're going to talk about Ollie soon as well later.
Deep down, these men know, yeah, that Ollie weren't as bad as they made out. Why they know this is because they've been given a taste of life without Ollie, and it's not great. And I'm not doing revisionism. I'm just stating the facts, yeah? So right now, they're stuck in a position because they wanted Ollie out. Now they're stuck in a position where they can't ask for the manager to be out. So they have to hope for the manager to turn it around, because they've backed this manager because they said it was the right decision to get Ollie out, and they've backed it and they're running with it. But the truth is, we have got 10 games left to go now, yeah? There is 10 games of the season left to go now. I have been screaming, get this man out from about game 10. If that, yeah? If that. I said last season, but be honest with you, like I said, you don't win a trophy and then go and lose 7-0. For me,
exactly.
after that,
facts.
After that, that was the bit where it's like you have to come in and prove yourself. Okay, cool, you won the Carabao Cup, but you lost 7-0 the week after, so you're not proved yourself in my eyes. We saw the start of the season, we saw the Champions League, and the worst thing about it is I've been fair, because I didn't even stick it to him about the about the Champions League. I stuck it to him about the league. The Champions League, I will happily, I hung Onana out to dry in the Champions League. I said, you are a disgrace, yeah? Don't get me wrong, and this is why I'm fair as well, because I've said, look, last few games, you've been good. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to turn around and say, yeah, whatever, I still don't believe we should continue with him, but he has been good, yeah? He has been good. He's had a little run of form in the last 3 or 4 games, where I can say, you know what, Onana, you're all right now. You're not a problem at this present moment in time. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. So people would rather be right about what's going on rather than say, you know what, United are where the United are. The manager has done this. And it's not about what the manager does on the pitch. It's about his management style on a whole. Yeah? On a whole. But I know what
talk about it.
These men want to sit down and talk about Ineos need to do this and Ineos need to do that. But hold on a second. These are the same man, yeah, that didn't want Ineos, saying, "Oh, Jim Ratcliffe's getting into bed with the Glazers." This is why man want to sit down. They want to call me Trapscliff and that. But hold on a second. If you look at these men, just want to moan right now because they want to be right for one. 2, they didn't get a full sell, so it's only right. But if you actually look at what Ineos have done, there is no United fan, in the world that can be not impressed with what Ineos have done so far. They can't be happy. Not to say impressed.
Facts.
They might not be impressed because it's not a full finished article, but
it's looking right direction.
They can't be unhappy about it. They can't be unhappy about it.
Facts.
So what are we doing moaning about Ineos or Ratcliffe or the Glazers or whatever? It's crazy. You know what I mean? So I think it's all man's agendas right now. And like I said, the manager, whether my opinion is my opinion, I'm not going to pull out stats. Yeah, there's obviously stat man here. There's tactical man that's about that will fling these stats out on Twitter, fling them everywhere. But I made my decision a long time ago. So when, like I said, even when Ty comes to me about Unai Emery, they think it's a personal perception of me saying Unai Emery. But the reality of it is, if you look at Unai Emery compared to this manager, he's a better manager than him. So you cannot
fundamentally
him. You can't downplay him, for this manager. Do you understand? You can't downplay him because once you back this manager, that's your credibility. My credibility is told you that Ten Hag's a nobody that's come and prove himself. He won the Carabao Cup. People are messaging me saying, "What are you saying now?" I'm saying the same thing. So my credibility is still there. And all I'm saying is Unai Emery can take you to a higher level. I'm not saying he's going to take you to the top,
with these players,
but he can take you to a higher level. I don't see how you could disagree with that. When you want to sit here and blindly back a man after you blindly back Ollie because he's a legend, and Ollie, if you actually look at the situation for what it is, Ollie didn't do as bad as we thought, to be honest. If you actually
Traps, we're going to move on to that definitely, but let's focus more on what do you think it is about this excuse with the injuries? So you can use any reference you want, but the injuries, everyone's right now, this statement is blaming the injuries. It's saying that it's the injuries' fault. What are you saying about that, bruv? Because me personally, like you said, De Zerbi will set certain foundations. Yes, he might have got smoked today, or I don't know if the game's still on or whatever, but it's for me, I'd rather get smoked, but still see that there's certain principles and still see a direction. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we can say De Zerbi's lost players, but at least there's something that he's built. You feel me? And maybe with more resources. I'm not really a De Zerbi fan, but I'm not gonna cut my nose to spite my face when we've got someone like Ten Hag, bro. I'm not gonna complain if De Zerbi walks in, especially if he's got a backing. You feel me?
That's my point. Listen, when I saw that list yesterday, we didn't actually get into it. But listen, the only man that I will diss on there is Southgate, because I've been dissing Southgate since 1996. I've been dissing him since 96, bro. I've always hated that man. But anyways, like, look, the reason why they're doing this right now, is because they don't have any excuses left. They wanted listen, when you back somebody and they let you down, this is what you call this is a relationship here. This is a relationship where it's a deteriorating relationship, but one is more invested than the other. That's what this is. One is more invested than the other. And it's like he's turning a blind eye to certain things because he wanted it to work. I just want it to work.
Your video's lagging a bit, Traps. You might have to back out and come back in again.
So can you, what about now?
Yeah, come back in. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, come back out and come back in. Yeah. We're gonna let Traps come in and come back out again. Let me get this other one. Where's this other overlay? Listen, Traps is talking facts. We're gonna get him back in a second, Traps is talking facts, bro. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that there's so many teams in this league that have had the same situation with injuries. Do you get what I'm saying? So many. So at the end of the day, how many excuses can we sit here and just keep relying on? You feel me? That's what I'm saying, Traps. Like, how many excuses are we going to give this manager? We've seen
I'm still lagging, isn't it?
Yeah, lagging a little bit still. But it should be calm.
Man. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I just feel like you heard me on the Mandem talk. Big up Said in the Mandem. You obviously catch me and Traps there. Big up the people in the chat as well so far. Make sure you lot are liking the video. Smash the likes. Subscribe if you haven't already. What I'm saying, I want to see you guys in the chat as well. What are you saying? Like, do you feel like these injuries, do you think we're being too harsh? Like, because at the end of the day, Tottenham have had injuries. Brighton are having injuries. Liverpool have got injuries. City have had injuries. So what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here?
It's not an excuse, And this is what I'm trying to tell man about certain things, Like, again, I'm not doing revisionism, but do you remember when Ollie's job was on the line, and we had Tottenham, and it was basically whoever lost that game got the sack, Nuno or Ollie, Yeah.
And
you remember what Ollie done? Ollie went 5 at the back, 5 at the back.
Pragmatic.
Went 5-3-2. So at the end of the day, if you ain't got the players to do what you got to do, you have to be smart enough. Especially if Ollie was smart enough to say, listen, These man can't do it 4 at the back, you know. So we're going 5 at the back until I can get my man them back. At least I can tell the board this. At least I can say we're going 5 at the back. Right now I can't play my ball because this one's injured, that one's injured, that one's injured, that one's injured. So you get, but because they haven't got a system, or the system that he's trying to implement is new, he's trying to implement the system with half the players injured anyway. So it's stupid. Do you understand? It's stupid. Because at the end of the day, you're implementing a system with players that you're not going to play if you had a full strength team anyway. So it's a disaster waiting to happen anyway. So I just think that these men are giving him the excuse because the last excuse they have, because I don't even think we're even top of the list. I'm sure it's like Newcastle or Liverpool have had more injuries than us this season.
You guys, let me know in the chat if you've got the list of who's got the most injuries. Send it to me in the chat, and then I'll put it up as well, please. Let me know.
Oh, let me try to fix this lag here. 1 sec.
Yeah, try and fix it still. Yeah, bruv. Obviously, we're going to wait for Traps to come back, people. In the meantime, make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you're liking the video. And I always tell people, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We're here, man. You know me and Traps are going to speak on exactly how we feel. We're not going to sugarcoat it or nothing. And big up NAJEE. NAJEE's bro at the end of the day. We're all bros. We're all passionate. It's never personal. And we're going to have this back and forth conversation. But while we're waiting for Traps here, let me put up something else. So, look, so basically people are saying that, this is what they're saying. Let me add this to the stage. So it's basically saying that when we've had our back four, we've basically played way better. But I just can't see that as an excuse. I can't. Because at the end of the day, if Ten Hag came at first, and set his principles straight away, we wouldn't be in this position. If Ten Hag set his principles from the start, I wanted Ten Hag. I was happy with Ten Hag. Don't get it twisted. And I was unhappy with Solskjaer. So I'm not going to do the revisionism. And we're going to talk about Solskjaer's interview next as well, when Traps comes back. But what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, Ten Hag's fundamentals are all wrong. And Ineos, like I've said in the video, Ineos can't let Ten Hag get away with this. That list that I read yesterday is absolutely an abomination, bro. I'm going to even bring it up again and read it because it doesn't justify these little mitigating circumstances of us not having subs, us not having players on the bench. Because if Ten Hag set his foundation from the start, played his system, because after Brighton and Brentford, he bottled his system. And fair enough, he did it for the game and he did it to get results. But slowly he should have implemented it. So then after we passed the first season, now we can look and say, okay, cool. First season wasn't that great, but at the same time, now let's see if we can start to implement a system where we can start improving the quality. So my thing is, you set the mud and the grass at the bottom, you let it grow, and then you start to think, okay, you know what? I need this kind of flower or that kind of flower. You feel me? If you want to use the garden as an analogy, you set the base first. And then once you've set the base, you can now decide what flowers to move around. And then when that flower's not working, you can say, okay, you know what? Let me replace it. And then when that person replaces that part, they know what they're doing. Right now, 1 minute we're playing Bruno on the right. Next minute we're playing Bruno on the first season was mad. We were freestyling it. And then what annoys me about Ten Hag the most, this is the two things that I hate the most, or I dislike the most. Let me not say hate. One problem that I dislike with Ten Hag, is I feel like when he wants to shoehorn a player in, he will move everyone around. Højlund's missing. All you have to do is replace Højlund. Put someone in that can play as the false nine. But what did Ten Hag do? He put Rashford from the left to the right. I mean, from the left to the middle. He put Garnacho from the right to the left. So you're taking Garnacho out of his best position on the right and put him to the left. You're taking Rashford out of his best position on the left and putting him in the middle. Then you're taking Bruno, the worst crime of them all, the worst crime. And let me even find the video, because this is a crime. Crime, absolute crime to put Bruno on the right. It has never worked. Never worked. So, because Højlund's missing, you've put Bruno from his best position in the 10 to the right. You put Rashford from his best position from the left in the middle. And you put Garnacho from his best position on the right to the left. How is it going to work? And then what makes it worse, people? You've got people like Ahmad that can play on the right. And I'm not Anthony's biggest fan, but you could put Anthony in the right. When you keep players in their best positions, you're going to get the best out of them. Fair enough, yes, we can talk about his coach and all of that after, but Ten Hag we can't support this people. We can't support this people. So let me even read some, because what people try to say is, okay, we can blame the Champions League on Onana. He brought Onana in. I can read the records of the things that he did without the Champions League. Okay, let's skip all the Champions League ones. Manchester United hadn't lost 13 games by Christmas since 1930, people. 1930. And what did we say about... Dead. Manchester United hadn't gone 4 games in a row without scoring since 1992. Champions League. West Ham defeats. We're looking at World War defeats. 1800s. Are you man... and obviously females as well. Are you guys accepting this? No Manchester United has conceded... No Manchester United manager, I'm going to let you go in traps after this, has conceded 20 goals to Liverpool and City in their first 7 games against them since Alfred Albert. I don't even know who the heck that is. Alfred Albert in the 1800s.
That's Newton Heath settings.
Bruv, that's talking about light bulb when we discovered the light bulbs and all of that.
That's when managers was that's when managers were slapping each other with the gloves saying, "I challenge you to a duel." All of that shit.
Hey my God.
That's what I'm telling you. This
is this one. Man said challenge them to a duel and that. Them rock footballs and that. Bruv, that's what
the man had them mad white collars around their finger and that, like, you know, like them mad Victorian collars and that, like them crazy collars and that. Yeah,
them pause kits. I couldn't. Them kits were. Listen, I don't know if them now were going sunbathing after or whatever, but them kits were looking mad.
I was playing invest in that. I was playing invest in that. Man, I had a vest kit, you know. They had a vest in that. There was. The number was all sewn on the back and that. You know, like the numbers not even pressed. It's all sewn on in that. No name, just a number sewn on in that.
Hey, big up Kels for the super chat. There's no excuses for this manager. He's shit. Ain't no way around it like that. 100%, Kels. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. Look at this, bro. Like, let's go through it a bit more. Like, I'm not gonna bog you guys down too much of it. Let's skip all the Champions League ones. Cool. This is all Champions League. Manchester United had never lost 12 of their opening 23 games of the season until Erik ten Hag. And big up Kels for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Bournemouth had never won at Old Trafford until Erik ten Hag. So forget every single manager, Oli, Mourinho, everyone. Bournemouth had never won on our ground since Ten Hag. Bournemouth had never scored 3 goals at Old Trafford since our ground. Bournemouth had never kept a clean sheet. So all of these things, yeah, Ineos cannot ignore this, and that's why I put in my title. Before we move on, we're going to move on to talking about our potential manager candidates as well. Talk about Southgate, Potter, and De Zerbi. We spoke a bit about De Zerbi already, but we're going to talk about Southgate and Potter and what Ineos are looking at. And then we're going to talk about Solskjaer's comments. And then towards the end, we're going to talk, like I said, we're going to log into the VRR section of the show where we talk about what's happened during this week, the ballers of the week, the flops of the week, and certain controversial decisions as well. We're going to talk about that. But like I was saying to you guys, yeah, all of these things, I don't think Ineos can ignore it. Brailsford is a guy that cares about performances. He cares about numbers. He's looking at all these stats. He's looking at all the wins. He's looking at all the losses. He's looking at the players' running stats. And maybe people say, okay, he's come from the whole bicycle sports. But at the same time, it's the same principle. Whether you're watching basketball, cycling, football, you look at stats. You can look at wins and losses in all sports. You can look at how hard players are working. You can look at what things that teams are achieving. So all of these things, bro, Manchester United hadn't lost 8 out of their opening 15 games since 1962. That's certain people in my family's birth. They like elders and that. This is crazy. So we can't stand for this. Newcastle hadn't won a cup against Manchester United since 1994. What else have we got? We lost twice to Newcastle. We haven't done that since 1972. I wasn't even born. Me and Traps, bro, it's mad, bro.
That's my point. When you're talking about records that man weren't even born, yeah, a man's trying to defend it. Man's trying to defend it. I told man, the writing will be on the wall. Yeah, this is when the writing will be on the wall. This is when look. My decision's been made a long time. This is what I'm trying to say. I've sat with you, man. I've been on Man Them Talk for a while now. They were talking maybe, I don't know, maybe before it's before Christmas. So it's like maybe 4 or 5 months. I don't know how long it's been. But I've been saying the same things now. I've been seeing man in the group chat telling man about, I was watching 10 minutes, yeah? 10 minutes, we're watching 10 minutes. Man them are talking about style of play for 10 minutes and that. 10 minutes in a game and that. They're seeing little snippets of patterns of play in a game and that. Do you know how, do you know what, do you know the worst thing about it is, yeah? Even if you watch Sheffield United, who are relegation fodder, there will be moments in the game where they bring out patterns of play and they'll play the ball and they'll play a certain, they'll have a little play where they'll try and do things. So when they're seeing this, they're trying to justify all this kind of stuff. I'm not hearing it because, like I said, you've seen these man, yeah? Man, they want to get onto Rashford. They want to get onto this one. I'm not getting onto Rashford ever again, by the way. I'm never getting onto him again, by the way. I'm not going to lie. I'm not getting onto
we're going to do a show about that. You guys look out for that. We're going to do a debate about whether us fans are too harsh on these players. Traps is going to be involved as well. But yeah, go on, Traps.
But these man, like this is what I'm trying to say, these man will sit there and have chat for these players and whatnot, yeah. But we've seen these players' abilities. We've seen Rashford score 30 goals in a season. We've seen Rashford score 20 plus goals. I think it's twice now. He's 26, so 3 seasons. Bearing in mind, yeah, I see something the other day. Since 2019, he scored the same amount of goals as Phil Foden. So if we took him out of this team and we put him into the team, a Man City team, the same as Bruno as well, yeah. You put Bruno in the team, in the Kevin De Bruyne role, yeah, because random were talking about how he loses the ball. Kevin De Bruyne loses the ball.
Oh, Traps has lost connection again. His phone's probably ringing still. Oh, he's back, people. He's back.
If we call these man who we call shit and say this, that, and the other in other teams, man, them are saying that these man are the best ever. These man are they're in the talks for the best ever and that. Like these man are world class and whatnot. So for me, it's like you've seen these man do better, right? Why are they not doing better? Why is Rashford gone from man? They were looking at Rashford has gone from scoring 30 goals in a season to scoring about 5 or 6. Yeah, man, them are saying that he played for his contract. Do you think this is the honest truth of it? Yeah. Do you think if Rashford scored 15 goals last season, do you think he's not getting that contract? He's getting that contract regardless.
Why, Traps? Why?
Rashford does not need to play for a contract. He doesn't need to do that. Yeah, because Rashford is Rashford, unfortunately. Yeah. Rashford is an asset. He's worth money. He's a brand. Rashford as a brand, yeah. MR10 as a brand is worth big money now. Yeah, unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunately. It's like it's the reality. So you thinking that if he doesn't score bare goals, he's not getting a contract? He's getting the contract regardless. Do you think Rashford was ever bothered about his contract? He was never bothered. He never thought to himself, I need to buck up my ideas because I'm not going to get this contract. He's getting the contract. The same way they can sign Casemiro and give him big money. The same way they can sign Varane and give him big money, yeah, is the same way they can sign Alexis Sanchez and give him big money. Yeah, it's the same way Rashford was never ever not going to get his contract. So what do people think? Like now he's got his contract, he's secure. Rashford has always been secure. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Rashford always been, and to be honest with you, they was trying to negotiate that. If we actually go and start looking at it deeply, go and look back to when United, there was talk about United wanting to negotiate his contract. That might have, I'm sure that was like at the early stages of last season. They wanted to negotiate his contract because yeah. So it was before he even scored all these goals. Yeah. So I don't understand that. I don't understand. People are just looking for excuses at the end of the day. This manager has a group of players that have won the Europa League. Yeah, they've been to the Europa League twice. They lost on penalties the second time. They've won 2 League Cups. They've won an FA Cup. They've been to the FA Cup final twice. So why do you now think you can blame these players because they're not good enough? Maybe they don't want to play for this manager. Maybe the manager the way he's carried on. Because let's be honest about it, this manager has not only, and I'm not talking about the football side of things. This football manager, this manager has ostracized,
Sancho. You talking about
Sancho, right?
You're talking about Ahmad.
He's ostracized Ahmad as well. He kicked Ronaldo out the thing. Ronaldo said it to Ronaldo went on Piers Morgan. Everyone was in their feelings, and it was like, all I said was that, listen, Ronaldo wants to leave the club, but Ronaldo needs to leave this club on specific terms. He needs to stay until we find a suitable replacement. Workhorse was not.
Gunner's saying that's a lie. He's saying Ten Hag put the contracts on stall, basically, and Ten Hag wanted to wait. That's what he's saying. I think Ten Hag puts contracts on stall. Ten Hag says to wait.
That's what I mean. But like he kicked Ronaldo out the club. Ronaldo wanted to leave. Ronaldo did everything he could to leave. But when he gave the interview, he basically said, "This guy's got no respect. I got no respect for him. He got no respect for me." So that's simple as that. And
even that, Traps, just to even go on that point, I was against Ronaldo for doing that. But now looking back, I'm seeing what Ronaldo's talking about.
Exactly.
Fair enough, Ronaldo shouldn't have done the interview, especially based on the timing and everything, and disrespect the manager. I'm not on player power. But when he said the whole don't respect the guy, I kind of thought, Ronaldo, you're being a bit petty. It's personal. But now you look back at all the situations we've been in, bro, Ronaldo was right about this person, Ten Hag's management. Go on.
This is what I'm trying to say. People are talking about player power. It's not about player power, right? Because at the end of the day, this is where people go wrong. People like to sit side of the fence and what. I like to look at things for what they are. I'm not on Ronaldo's side. I'm not on Ten Hag's side. I'm on watching my team play good football and win titles. That's what I'm on. Yeah. So at the end of the day, because if you're in a job and your manager is disrespecting you, you can go to HR. Yeah. You can go to HR and you can say, the manager is disrespecting me. They will investigate. And if it's proven, then there's going to be some kind of ramifications for that.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, don't go on like it's player power. The players have the right to work in an environment, no matter how much money they get paid, to work in an environment that is pleasant, and you're able to work. And at the end of the day, it's a performance-based. It's a performance-based sport. It's a results-based business. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if as long as you're in the right environment, at least then they can turn around and say, you know what, we've done everything we can for this guy. He's not performing. Okay, it's time to move him on. You can't argue with that.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, if you've got 24 goals and you've got a man coming in trying to disrespect you when you're chasing down the record of fouls in football history to your name, and you think you can't come and talk to me with a bit of respect, then it goes to show you. But he got rid of Ronaldo. Everyone was backing him. Then he did the same thing to De Gea. Kicked De Gea out the club and said, we wanted him. He's a great thingy. He won the Golden Glove. Kicked him out the club. Everyone said, good. Oh no, good. Which is fair enough. We got what you wanted. Then, obviously, the Sancho stuff happened. Then he had that bicker with Varane.
Yeah.
So.
And then we've had all the situations with Palestri and that the agent saying that he lied about playing him and all that. We're hearing all these little things that are all adding up. You feel me? Go on.
So how are you? I'm talking about your management. I'm questioning your management now. So why are all these players? Varane doesn't argue with anyone. Varane's been managed by the top managers in the world. Right? And he's never had any sort of altercation with any of them. Why is it happening with this man?
Facts. And that's what I'm saying, people. How can we stand by this? And I'm saying Ineos cannot be backing this. And I can understand all the circumstances around, but you know what, he hasn't had the players and that. I can look at that because I'm not a prick. I'm not going to just overlook what other people are saying. I look at everything. But like Traps is saying, we need to weigh it out. And I'm going to make a picture. I might have to shout Leon to do it. You know, with the fence, I'm going to put context on the fence because a man like to lean on context. Maybe this shouldn't say ADX. Maybe this should say context because a man love to lean on context. And for me, if I can't see anything sustainable, look, if right now Ten Hag started switching everything around, started balling, playing some good football and everything, I'm fine with that. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I want to be wrong. I want us to go to play Everton and smoke Everton. I want Ten Hag to start pulling out some crazy tactics and I look like an idiot, because the main thing is my club is successful. And that's what I'm saying. So, like, even this whole, we're going to move on to Solskjaer now, Traps. Like, we'll quickly talk about Solskjaer, and then we're going to talk about what I want to talk about next. And then we're going to move on to some of the highlights of the week as well. But at the end of the day, like, what me and Traps are saying, people, is that we don't have a tolerance for nonsense. Like Faz said yesterday, this club has money. So we need to start using the money right. Yes, we haven't had a good structure, but are you guys telling me that Ten Hag hasn't had the opportunity to have the basic resources and use them? He's not playing players in the right position. He's not being consistent with how he treats and his discipline. He's losing it in the press conferences. This is Manchester United. We can't have a manager that doesn't know how to speak in press conferences. We can't have a manager that demands respect. We've got Varane, Casemiro, Rashford, Bruno, all the young G's, Garnacho, Ahmad, Mainu, all of these players. They need to be able to come to the pitch, come to Old Trafford every day, or go follow their coach around and have respect. What's the point of me as a footballer playing for a manager and I don't respect the manager? I'm not going to play properly. And then on top of that, I'm getting a lot of money. So people like Rashford can kit back, you know, put out his statements when he wants to, and then just take the 350 bags a week. But cool, Traps. Let's move on to Solskjaer, yeah? Solskjaer's comments, and big up the people in the chat so far. Let me even address something, because SF was saying something about Ronaldo. Big up SF as well. Feel free to send your super chats as well. I will prioritize those. If I see any comments I'll probably throw them up as well. But I will definitely prioritize super chats. He said, yeah, you said something about we disrespected a legend. Listen, just to address that point, yeah, in my opinion, Ronaldo is a legend, but I'm not on the Player FC thing. He didn't have to do that interview. That's what my thing is. If he did the interview last season when he was bagging goals, the season before he left, I would say, oh, cool. But now he all of a sudden wants to drop the interview. Timing for an interview for me is very important, people. Like, that's why I got into Rashford as well. I feel like it's the timing. These men are in the spotlight. They know about what these things are going to do when they drop it. So it was unfair for Ronaldo to drop that interview at that time and then publicly disrespect the manager. I don't agree on that. If Ten Hag is doing certain things, cool, fair enough, but you don't openly put out statements and disrespect the team you're currently contracted to. But then cool. Now I'm looking back at it, I can say maybe Ten Hag mocked him because we're seeing the history, like Trap said. So fair enough. But just the timing of the interview and then him talking about the club, how it was running that, you didn't care about all of that when you was bagging goals. When you came on for us, what team were we playing? Was it Tottenham? Not Tottenham. What's that game where what was his debut game? I can't remember who it was. Newcastle. He came on and he scored that goal and we was just all waiting for the Sue. I love Ronaldo, but timing of interviews and everything is very important to me. And I feel like there was a lot of things he did that I didn't agree with. But it doesn't mean that I'm not backing a legend. Brother, no matter who you are, I'm going to tell you when you're wrong and tell you when you're right. Players are not exempt from criticism. And the same as Ten Hag. Whether you love him or not, you have to be able to criticize your favorite players, your most disliked players, and take all the bias out of it. Because if we now start protecting the players we like, they're never going to be held accountable for when they do wrong. You feel me? And cool, let's move on to Solskjaer now anyway. So all this revisionism, Rhino is allergic to revisionism and recency bias. Because I feel like football fans, we've lost a lot of our patience. We don't have the same patience we used to have back in the day. And fair enough, a lot of things have changed in football in terms of money spent and all of that. But I feel like we rush everything. So a person will play shit for a couple games and all of a sudden he's shit. And then a person will play good for a couple games and all of a sudden he's the greatest baller. I think we have to have a balance within that. And also, I feel like certain players you can just see they're good. But let's not start gassing up players. So what do you think about Solskjaer, man? Like, he spoke about the mistakes he made, Traps. He spoke about Haaland. He spoke about Ronaldo. He wanted Haaland. The club didn't want him. He was offered Ronaldo. He said yes. We had a little debate yesterday that the club wanted Ronaldo as well, but I think maybe if Oli said no, they would have said no. What do you think about all of this revisionism and these people saying bring Oli back? What's your thoughts on it, bro? What's your thoughts? Because me, I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
My thoughts is that I know it's revisionism, but the reality of it is that Oli, you've now seen life after Oli. You've now seen how harsh people were on Oli. Oli was not an experienced manager. Oli was not a top manager. However, at the end of the day, like I said, if Oli would have left, Oli would have left after you losing the Europa League final, if he'd have left on that day, I am telling you now, people will be screaming for Oli to come back, screaming for him to come back. It's only that last season why people. But here's the thing, right? What you have to remember with Oli is that Oli always knew. He was, like he said, he never told you he was a coach. He was a tactical. He was not. He was never that guy. He just knew how to galvanize man and get man to play. Yeah. We've seen 5-1. We've seen 9-0. We've seen 3-0 comebacks in the Champions League. We've seen a lot of situations. We've seen us go to the Etihad and tear them, man. We've seen Oli had the best record against Pep Guardiola as a manager. At one point. He went one season unbeaten away from home, unseason plus more unbeaten from home. He still has that record. That record belongs to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And people turn around and say, "Oh, that was COVID tax and whatnot." But let's not pretend that basically because it was COVID tax, Oli was the only one that had that advantage. Of having no fans. Every team in the country had the same advantage.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro.
In fact, think about it like this. If you go away from home, you have no fans and they have no fans. So if anything, everybody had an advantage, to take. And so it was more of an advantage at the time. So if Oli doing what he's done, so basically Oli was to basically tells you, without no fans, without no atmosphere, this team is the best team away from home. This team can play anyone away from home and win with no advantage, with no fans. So team for team, this team's the team. And that's what you learned from that. But people will say any excuse to discredit Oli. If you look at Oli for what Oli was not a Champions League winner. Oli was not as a manager. He was not a Champions League winner. He was not a league winner. He was a Man United man that knew the Man United way. He came here, he tried to tell these men, and he galvanized them and made them play. They got to finals, they got to semi-finals, And at the end of the day, they wanted him out because obviously the season went left. Obviously, we lost 4-0 to Liverpool, 5-0. I think it was 5-0 to City, or 5-0 to Liverpool, 4-0 to City. Like we got beaten badly that season. But so you wanted him out, which is fair enough. All right, cool. Oli had to go. Fair enough. Goodbye. Now you've seen this guy come in. Ralph Rangnick has already told you about what needs to be done, but with these players and what needs to be done with this team. And people are talking about, this is what I'm trying to say, people are talking about, he said 12 players. And this is where people get it twisted. This is where people get it twisted as well. Because when they're talking about 12 players, right, they're saying 12 players. 12, so they're saying, he's saying 12 players. People are thinking, 12 players need to be replaced. So Rashford, Bruno, these men need to be replaced. No, that's not what he was saying, because he basically made it clear that some of these players are leaving, their contracts are up, so they need to be replaced. That's what he was saying. So, and if you look at it now, centre backs, goalkeepers, all these players, we lack depth in nearly every position. So them 12 players would have been the ones to come in and have the depth and have people challenging for spots and have people competing for spots. So that's how you build a squad. You don't build a squad when you've got 5-6 men that are never going to get a game. That's ridiculous. You need to build a squad, of 24 players. Maybe there's 3 goalkeepers in there don't get a game, but there's 20 men that need to be in the mix. 20 men that need to be in the mix. And at the end of the day, you're seeing players like Dan James and these man, they're coming in, they're doing better than Anthony. Do you know what I'm saying? They're doing better than Anthony. Like Dan James.
Don't trigger me with Dan James. Don't trigger me, but I get you. I hear you.
Dan James' legacy is bigger than Anthony's right now. Dan James' legacy is bigger than Anthony's right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True facts. 100%.
If you remember correctly, right? If you actually remember correctly, Dan James came in and he had the start that Anthony had. Yeah. Remember he came in, scored against Chelsea. I think it was his debut. Yeah, scored against Chelsea in his debut. He scored a couple of goals, then he went a bit dead. But at the end of the day, Dan James...
In terms of his impact and the effectiveness and us knowing what he brings to the team. Yeah, because big up Rance. Rance said that on his show with Musa earlier. He was saying at least we knew what we were getting from the likes of Dan James and people like Fred and that. So 100%, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Exactly. So all these man that talking about Ollie this, Ollie that, yeah, it's because that's what I said. They're stuck in. You know what this is, right? Do you know what this is, Rhino? This is checkmate. You know, like they're in a position now where it's like, all right, cool. You've got your manager out. You blamed Ollie for everything. You got your manager that you wanted in now. You backed into the high heels, and now you're sitting in 6th out of the Champions League, and you can't ask for this manager to come out now because you've already used that move. So what do you do now? It's checkmate now. So right now they have to. All they have to do now is ride it out and say, I hope he turns it around. But if you look at this manager for the situation after 2 years, the first 2 years, of Ollie and the first 2 years of this man, it is, Ollie is so clear, it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. People talk about Ollie Ball, Ollie Ball, Ollie Ball. Ollie Ball was getting you to Europa League finals. Ollie Ball was getting you second in the league. Ollie Ball was getting you to flipping FA Cup semi-finals. Like, bro, Ollie got to, on how many semi-finals did Ollie get to?
So what, Traps, you bring Ollie back? Would you bring Ollie back?
Bro, listen, if Ineos said, right, listen, if Ineos said to me, if Ineos said, look, we've got Barada in, we've got the director of football, we've got the sporting director, we've got the head of recruitment, we've got this one, we are bringing Ollie back on a 2-year deal.
Traps, don't do it.
We're Traps, bringing Ollie back on a 2-year deal. I'm telling man, listen, Ollie was close,
Hey, Traps.
Ollie was close. Ollie's been to at least 3 semi-finals. At least 3 semi-finals. He's been to a final, He's been second in the league. Ollie was close. So at the end of the day, for 2 years, if they're saying, bearing in mind, they're saying, Ollie, we're giving you the players, What we're gonna put the coaches behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're giving you the players, Ollie. You're not like, don't get me wrong, Ollie. You got a good eye for talent, So we're gonna listen to you on certain things. I'm talking about, you know, when you hear them 5 million quids and that, you know what I mean? Them 5 million quid players, like when he tried to get Haaland the first time, you gotta hear that. You gotta listen to these man. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of big transfers and that, we're getting you the players. You play. In 2 years' time, if Ollie hasn't won a trophy, then who cares? But because I know in 2 years' time, we will be at a certain level where another manager can come in and take us another step forward.
So you bring Ollie in as long as he's got the right structure around him.
100%. 100%.
Ollie, what do you guys...
Remember Ollie done it. Ollie has done that, or done what he done, of less money, the same structure and less money.
But don't you think Ollie had better players, though?
Well, who's the better players?
Obviously, you had the likes of Greenwood. We had Marshall. We had Cavani. We had probably...
I'm not having Martial, sorry.
We had, who else? I think obviously we had people like Matic. We had Pogba. Who else can I remember? That's all I can remember. But listen, this is my opinion, My VAR, like my personal VAR... I'm undecided. I'm not showing it. And this is a perfect segue. We're going to go into the last part of the show. We're going to call this VAR for now. I don't know what name I want to call it, but we're going to talk about, you guys put in the chat what you guys want us to judge, whether it's the ballers of the week, the flops of the week, controversial decisions. We could talk about Bellingham and his red card as well. We could talk about we could even go back to the City game. You know, Rashford's foul. Do we think it was a foul? Do we not think it was a foul? And then every decision we make, I'm going to put on a certain reaction, But you guys let me know in the chat. So obviously, if it's a complete failure, like someone's a flop, but they're straight reds. And then we got this one. No. And then we got this one. And then obviously we got the undecided as well. This is when we're just not sure, you feel me? But you know what, actually? Let's start somewhere interesting since we got a few Liverpool fans in there. What are we saying? Let's move on to, let's talk about Liverpool and this extra 9 minutes, yeah? Let's talk about it, Traps. What are we saying? I'm going to write this down. I'm going to call it LI-VAR-POOL, yeah? LI-VAR-POOL. What are we saying about this, Traps, man? Because people are saying that, cool, we can take into consideration that Liverpool got, they got kind of screwed in the Tottenham game. Was it Salah's goal? Or was it Nunes? I can't remember, but it was clearly onside. That should have been a goal. But what we're seeing since then, and big up Hamza, because Hamza is always calling Liverpool the media darlings, yeah? What are we saying about this? Do you think Liverpool are having too much luck, or do you feel like it's going to get balanced towards the end of the season, in the last few games that we have left?
Look, I'm not in the business of getting onto these man. Like, I know the refs are shit. They make mad decisions whenever they feel like it. It always, 1 minute they'll get a bad decision, the next minute they'll get a good decision. Like, to be fair to Liverpool, they've had a few bad ones this season.
So you're saying it balances out?
Yeah, they've had a few bad ones this season. Like, you have to remember, like, things that even last season, when Arsenal got the penalty, when Gabriel, I can't remember who it was. I think was Salah or I can't remember who it was. Someone kicked Gabriel.
Oh yeah.
That's not a penalty, bro. That's not like that's just a coming together. Like two people trying to go. For
I remember 50, that.
50. Like they're not even looking at each other. So I mean, Liverpool, there will come a time. Bearing in mind, after this week, there's 10 games left. There will come a time where Liverpool do get something coming the other way.
Okay,
How it is. Like, I don't think it's a favoritism thing on Liverpool. Obviously, I do remember Klopp saying some shit remember when Oli was in charge. And then about Man United, and then we never got. I think we had about 4 penalties since. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I do hear it to a certain extent, but in terms of in actual game, nah, man. All it takes there's a few of these man, these Michael Olivers, these Craig Pawsons. When they get around that they assemble in the VAR room and they're on the pitch. Something is going to go wrong. Something's going to go wrong.
I hear that. So we're saying that it's fair and it's balanced. So guys, the VAR, we've decided VAR. So that's a straight W. Everything's fair. We don't have to criticize it. We agree with it. Liverpool is balancing out, basically. Cool. Fair enough. Let's move on to let's talk about Rashford's foul. I'm just gonna call it Rashford's foul City game. Yeah. Rashford's foul, again in the City game that kind of basically led to their goal. What are we saying about that? What's the VAR call for that one, man?
I'll be honest with you, like Rashford.
Actually, you know what? I forgot, Traps. For the people that haven't seen it, let me reload back the little VAR intro for the people that didn't see. Yeah, you know that ready for football music. So every time we do the VAR section, I'm going to play that clip and then we're going to talk about the highlights of the week. But what we're saying, Rashford's foul. Me personally, Traps, I think he fell down too easily. If he was a master of the dark arts, maybe he might have been able to squeeze something out of it. But I think he was looking for the foul too easily, in my opinion. What are you thinking about it, though?
I think that in that kind of situation, you have to look at what it is, right? Pace for pace, Walker's got pace, Rashford's thinking about it. Look, I've got this guy on grabbing me, and he's got a pace merchant. So he's got a hand on me, but he's a pace merchant. But obviously Walker said, I'm going to grab him, but he said, you know what? Let me just give it a little tug, but not a full on.
Yeah.
But obviously Rashford's not thinking like that. Rashford's tried to play it smart. And he said, you know what, this guy, obviously he's under pressure. So he's put his hands on me, I'm going to go down, which is fair enough. Because somebody on a different day, that gets given, he gets sent off. That gets given on a different day.
Someone said it in the comments, Yeah,
on a different day, that gets given and gets sent off. So it's neither one or the other, because at the end of the day, Rashford 1v1, if he goes through 1v1 and he misses, then people are going to say he should have went down.
Oh, yeah. So what are you saying? So are you calling it? So you think Rashford went down too easily?
I mean, I don't think he went down too easy. I think his instinct was to go down because he knows who he's up against and he's touched him, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to go down here because at least I get the man sent off. It was a smart thing to do if it worked. If it went, like I said, if it went through and missed the chance, they would have said he should have went down. So it's the same as Garnacho. Garnacho for me, in the Ederson one as well.
Garnacho, Let's talk about that. Let me change that.
If Garnacho was braver and he just stuck his foot out,
forgot about that one,
and turned the ball away. Garnacho pulled out last minute. If you look at it, Garnacho bottled it. He bottled it. If he sticks his foot out, if he gets to that ball first, he turns the ball just slightly away from Ederson. Ederson cleans him out. Ederson's off. He's gone.
Yeah.
So realistically, I do think that. I don't think that. I just feel like it was a 50-50 with Rashford. On another day, that gets given and Walker gets sent off. But the Ederson one, for me, if Garnacho was brave enough, that keeper would have been gone.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. You know what? I'm gonna start putting polls in the chat. Let me see if I can quickly put a poll, or I'll figure it out while we're chatting anyway. But yeah, man, I agree, man. I feel like with football, I feel like you just need to know. I think it's based on reputation as well. Because the next one I want to talk about is Rodri. Do we think Rodri gets away with too many? Do you think like Rodri's just mastered the dark arts and referees just literally give him so many chances? But for Rashford's one, what are we saying? Are we saying it's a flop? Like he died too early? Are we Like, are we undecided? The VAR, we don't know what to do. Like, what are we saying? Are we undecided with that one?
The thing is with Rashford as well, though. If you watch Rashford throughout this season, Rashford goes down a lot and don't get fuck all.
Yeah.
So he needs to.
So he's got a bit of a bad reputation, you reckon?
So I think he needs to take that out of his game for a piece. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I agree with that still. So Garnacho's one. What are we saying about Garnacho and the Ederson? Me personally, when I first saw it, and I saw his studs up, I thought, hold on, this was kind of giving me Casemiro tackle vibes. But obviously, when certain times I'm not even sure. I just assume, that's a foul, man. The way he came in, the follow through for me was a bit mad. But he got the ball. He kind of calculated it well. He didn't kind of get any part of his body directly in terms of like his studs touching his ankles or his shin and whatever. So I could hear it. But initially, I can't lie, when I saw Ederson flying in like that, maybe I was feeling a bit emotional. Maybe I was just desperate for something to go our way, because the way he was counterattacking against City was absolutely shambolic. And that's the next thing I want to talk about after. Like, United play stinky, smelly, abomination. Like, our football is an abomination. It's a disgrace. To be from the big club we was, to be playing like this, to be scared against Manchester City. Where are you guys? Where's your fight? Where's your heart?
That's what I'm saying. But that's another thing that I'm talking about United fans. Like, you know what makes me laugh about these man? This is where I'm from, the era that I'm from, You see, when the fixtures come out, these man automatically write off the Man City.
Yeah.
From the start of the season, they get written
certain
off.
men were trying to back out of it. We heard the rumors.
Why are we writing off? Do you think Everton write off a Liverpool game? What are you talking about? This is what I'm trying to tell you about this fan. It stinks. Listen, we play stinky football, but this fan base stinks of shit, bruv. Yeah, because at the end of the day, this doesn't matter. Even if we lose 36 games of the season, the derby should be the one you want. You say no, no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for this one. There's no excuse.
Facts.
But that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the Garnacho one for me, like he needed to be braver, man. If he was brave, he gets that keeper sent off. But Ederson got the ball. Ederson he wouldn't have got the ball had Garnacho just said, you know what, fuck it, sticking my foot out.
Yeah. Facts. I think Garnacho's one, when you look back at it, yeah. So I think that one, we can definitely call that one. That one definitely, yeah, man. I feel like, how do you want to do this, Traps? We might as well decide this live. So when we're deciding whether we agree or something, can we disagree, we're going to put yes for the VAR and no for the VAR, yeah? That's how you want to do it. I think that's how we're going to do it. So obviously, Garnacho, was that a foul? Rashford, kind of unsure as well, depending on the circumstances as well. But cool.
Depends on who's in the VAR room.
I've got one of the VAR room, haven't I? No, I didn't save that one specifically, but yeah, I've got one still. Cool. Rodri. Is Rodri the master of dark arts? Master of dark arts.
The thing is with Rodri, Rodri, he's kind of a master of dark arts, but I wouldn't even call it dark arts. His fouls and the way he plays ball, it's like fouls. It's not malicious. It's just a bit like, he's like a bit of a bully sometimes in certain situations. Like I might do a tackle, but I might leave my studs in a little bit. You know what I mean? I might leave my boot in a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Or I might give you a quick, you know, like in a box, he might give you a quick nudge on the way through and then try and head the ball. But he is a master of dark arts, but I don't think he's a dirty player. I wouldn't say he's a dirty player.
Okay.
But he is he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he does. He doesn't bend the rules, but he pushes the rules to the limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I think. I think with Rodri, he's very like smart in it. He's smart in the way he does things. So, and he's got a lot of respect from the officials in terms of they know he's not a malicious player, and that kind of goes against players like Casemiro. And sometimes that kind of goes out against his favor, because there's times when Casemiro got that yellow card 2 weeks ago, when he got that yellow card, and when you watch the replay, he didn't even actually touch the player. And then the next game after that, Casemiro's losing his head. And this is the problem. You had a game before that, you were actually innocent in terms of the challenge. You got a yellow card for no reason. Fair enough. Clap. But then the next game, we move on to that, and now you start losing your head. You're going into unnecessary tackles. And realistically, if we're actually being very honest, especially as Manchester United fans, I feel like Casemiro should have definitely been at least got a yellow card or been sent off that game. And that's me having the same double standards I'm going to have for any club. Because one thing we can't do in football is just hope for all the decisions to go our way, and then when they don't go our way, we complain. But then when it's the rival club and it doesn't go their way, we don't complain. We need to be fair across all boards. Whatever team we're watching, if the decision is wrong, it's wrong. And that's going to make football better in the future. So, yeah, man. So what are we saying? Is Rodri the master of dark arts? Or are we saying, you know what? Rodri's calm.
Like Neil Gunner
Neil Gunner said, he said Rodri gets away with murder.
He said it's the little tugs and shirt pulls. It is. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. It's like he does it, but yeah, I mean, he is a bit. Yeah, he's a master of the dark. Oh, but no, he's not Sergio Ramos level. I'm not gonna lie, he's not. But he's subtle with. He's subtle, man.
Yeah,
he's very subtle with it. And because he's a likable character as well. You know what I mean?
He's got a good personality as well, so that goes in his favor. Yeah. No, 100%, man. You know what? Yeah, we missed out somebody. AMRABAT. Do you like? Obviously, you've been calling AMRABAT, you know, Scamrabat. You know, look at Traps' face already. Like, look, this is how Traps is thinking. Like, if someone was said to Traps, I rate AMRABAT, do you know what Traps is going to say, people? This is what he's going to say.
Are you normal? Are you normal? Are you normal?
That's what Traps is saying. Well, are you normal? And then what? If we're saying that, you know, we're saying that Amrabat's about to come on. He's gonna change the game. You know what Traps is saying? This is what Traps is saying.
Why, man? Why?
Why not?
he's like, why? Why, man? Why? Yeah, man. Amrabat, I can't lie. He had a very bad
I have no
game.
plan, Rabat, bro. Yeah? Amrabubi.
Hey, do you know what that is? Look.
Bada bop boom pow.
I said no planner.
I have no plan.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, let me even say it live right now. Big up the people in the building. We've got over 113 people in the chat still. Some of you guys are watching on Twitter or Twitch, and then I think you've got over 78. We've got 78 of you guys still watching on YouTube. So big up. Make sure you lot are liking the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Tell me how you feel about this VAR section, and give me a name. If you guys got a name, preferably if it can have me and Traps' name in it. Like, I don't know, like, cause I see VAR. I was thinking of VA Rhino or something. I don't know.
Hey, man, them are calling. Or social joins in the comments is calling man Saeed Rabat.
Saeed Rabat.
Saeed Rabat.
Saeed Rabat. We're seeing Saeed Rabat.
That's Saeed's guy, bro. That's Saeed's guy.
That's like, I can't lie. Even just before I started putting up the funny gestures, Bold Rabat as well. I can't lie to you. Certain man, and this is the last person I'm going to talk about, or maybe the last two people. AMRABAT and DOKU, I've cashed out. I've cashed out my stocks. Because I can't lie. Like, when people were getting onto DOKU, I can't lie. I said, nah, man, give him time. Give him time. Like, he just needs to work it out. Maybe Pep might figure it out. But I've cashed out my stocks on DOKU. I can't lie. Live, I'm saying it here live, yeah? I've cashed out my DOKU stocks. And my AMRABAT stocks, I've cashed them out as well. But the difference with AMRABAT to DOKU is that I feel like AMRABAT hasn't had a fair run of games. Because this is what I mean about the fan base. Certain players warm in straight away. We've got Trap Rabat. We've got Lone Rabat.
No. Listen. Don't listen. Hey, what is it? Am I a mod on here? If you ever associate my name with AMRABAT, blood, you're getting blocked. I am not part of that committee, bro. I'm
taking on some more mods as well, man. I've just made Z Gold a mod. Let me know. Oh yeah, Red United as well. Let me make him a mod as well. Big up my bro, Red
Minerals
United.
FC, man. That's my guy, man. Make him a mod as well, man.
Oh, Minerals FC is your guy, yeah, cool.
Yeah, even though he called me Trapper back.
So there we go. We've made Red United, my bro. Big up Red United. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. And Minerals FC, where are you? There you go. So he's just from when you got the vouch from Traps, you're 30, so it's good. You feel me? So Minerals FC is a mod. Let me know as well. I might not know you too well, but if you're a mod on another channel that I'm on or I rate, you know, Rance's channel, Saeed's channel, Flawless's channel, and you're a mod there as well, then I can make you a mod here as well because I trust the Mandem's judgment as well. You feel me? So I need some more mods in there. But yeah, listen, I can't lie, yeah, with AMRABAT, yeah, honestly, people, hear me out, yeah. Certain look at Traps all sitting back in there. Listen. With AMRABAT, yeah, I just feel like he hasn't had a good run of games. When he first came to the club, we put him in left back. Fair enough, you play the position.
Who's we?
Ten Hag.
All right then.
Ten Hag. I'm saying we because I support United, but realistically, it's Ten Hag. Ten Hag put him in left back. So on top of the fact that he has to adjust to the Prem, yeah, on top of the fact that he's coming to a toxic United side. And yes, I know you guys are going to say, oh, but what about Manu, whatever. There's different circumstances. Certain players come in and they're balling straight away. Certain players have to adjust. Whatever Hoyland had to adjust. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about in terms of the principle of he's new to the league. AMRABAT has not been able to have a run of games where he can play in a competent midfield. And, you know, at least we can figure out whether he's that good. But from what I've seen, when he came into left back, he was not that bad, Traps. Come on. When he started left back that game he was moving mad. He was everywhere. He was covering every man's gaps. He was on the right wing. He was on the left wing. He was overlapping. He was inverting. He was defending. AMRABAT was cold his first game. Let's be real. Traps is not having it. Hey, this is what Traps is saying. Traps is saying, look, I tried to kind of sell my my
Listen, I
AMRABAT
have
sell
seen-
my car. Yeah. No, wait, Traps. I tried to sell the car named AMRABAT, and this is what
What
Traps
the
says.
hell?
Yeah, baby.
Traps said, "Go on then." I tried. He said, "Boom, wasted." He said, "Failure." Go on, Traps. So what are you saying? He wasn't decent in that game, though, Traps.
Bro, listen, yeah. Let me tell you something about the beauty of a debut. The beauty of a debut, yeah, can sell you the biggest dream you've ever seen, bruv. Yeah, you will buy that. Listen, you have
He's
seen it.
AMRABAT.
You saw it with Anthony's debut. Yeah, scored against Arsenal. Everyone had big plans for Anthony. You ain't getting me twice. You must be mad.
What did you cash your stocks in? Did you put stocks into Anthony when he scored? I can't lie. When Anthony, I'll never forget. I was gassed. I was gassed.
Listen, Anthony, yeah, the first three. Remember he scored in the first three games when he scored
3 in a row.
Derby,
Yeah,
I was like, yes,
he scored against
this
City.
guy is going to cause problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then obviously he done that spinner Rooney thing, got put on the bench, and it's like, I don't know what happened to him after that. After that, he was done.
He fell off a cliff.
All right, this is cool. This man is not getting me again. So,
Yeah.
A debut for me, no, bro. Have you not noticed something here? Kobe Mino, yeah. Have you not noticed this? I do not give that young boy no praise whatsoever. Have you not noticed this?
Yeah.
I
Facts.
do not
Facts.
praise this man whatsoever. Not because I think he's shit, but at the end of the day, bro, you have got a long way to go before you hear the words Kobe Mino on smoke come out of my mouth. When I start talking about Kobe. Don't get me wrong, he's doing well, but I've seen man do well. I had big plans for Yana Size. I had big plans for Greenwood. I had big plans for flipping for even man like Tom Cleverley when these man came in. Yeah, Smalling. Yeah, Phil Jones. All these man. Yeah, so I'm not. You got a long way to go. You won't be hearing me singing Kobe's praises for a long time. Long time. So
I respect that.
You can have your little 60 minutes or whatever you had in your debut. You can hold that, yeah. That's you.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a good one, yeah. You can hold that. But ever since then, I've seen you get dribbled past. I've seen you run like you're in Timberlands. Like I've seen you do.
The chat's like, going crazy.
When man put the Bruno ball, yeah, the Bruno. You know when man does the prime Bruno like ball outside of the boot, you know, outside of the boot, round the defender into the path of Taiwo Awiyoni, whatever his name is. I was like, this guy is finished. Yeah, finished. This is a DM. This is a DM. Playing balls like that, man is playing. I'm talking 2021 Bruno balls, blood. Yeah, biggest chance created in the game, AMRABAT. His own goal, biggest chance created, AMRABAT. On his own, man was playing against man. Suicide mission, crazy. Forget AMRABAT, man. Forget that guy. That guy is a scammer. Yeah, that guy is a scammer. He is a fraud. Even his last game. In African nations, him getting sent off. I'm thinking, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I said, bro, you're meant to... Listen, like I told, man, yeah? If you go to type in AMRABAT, highlight reels,
you're going to see him ducking down there.
Different angles of him ducking down Mbappe. That's all you see. Different angles. You'll get to see the action replay. Then you get to see someone filming on their phone in the crowd. Then you'll get to see someone filming from another angle. Then you might get to see, like, I don't know, like the sky view or something. And then it's like, hold on a second. Where's the rest? Where's the rest of this? Where's the rest, bro? Like, what's going on? Where's the rest? There's no rest.
There you go, people.
There's no rest. Yeah, there's no rest. There's no fucking rest, bro. They're gonna get overrun by Declan Rice and them, but in the final with that, bro. What about that? What about all of that shit?
I cash my stocks. Listen, man, look, this is what AMRABAT needs to do, people. And unfortunately, I've cashed my stocks in AMRABAT, so our VAR decision Yeah, that's a red. It's a red for Amrabat.
Well? I saw a tweet the other day about Fiorentina are concerned that Amrabat's losing value. Have you bumped us? What are you talking about, bro? Are you mad? Are you not mad over there? You hope you man get relegated, bro. You and Ajax need to be playing, yeah. You need to play Conference League, yeah. Getting knocked out the first round, the group stage of the Conference League. That's what I hope will happen to you, man. Yeah. About your concerns. What about my concerns? What about us? What about how we concerned? I'm concerned about my club, and you tried to sell us Amrabat for 17 million. That guy ain't worth 8. He ain't worth 8 mil. Not even. Look, he's not worth 8 million quid. And you tried to bump, man. Yeah, talking about option to buy and that. What do you mean? What do you mean? You really thought they were going to try to get 17 million for that? For that?
Hey, the man that came in there, we gave him the briefcase. Amrabat walked in. Then we looked at Amrabat and said, "Hold on." Then you see the agent walking away. We're like, bro.
No, stay there.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not. I'm sitting on my...
Man said, run that bag back. What do you mean he's losing value? You not scammed.
Man's all there like, what is this is this the receipt for Amrabat? Have we still got time? Have we still got time? Is this...
Oh my
yeah, we still got time. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, this is not what we saw. We saw him ducking down Mbappe, mate. Yeah, this is what we saw. We saw him ducking down Mbappe. Now he's getting chased down by flipping Elanga. Elanga's chasing him down now.
It's peak. Yeah. I can't lie. I Neil Gunner big up. He said 30-day returns. Massive. You know, you're looking at it like, raw. What can man bring this back? Like, yeah. Then you're going to the shop on Vim.
Like, I need to bring this back. But what can we say? What can we say? Obviously, it's not broken, but it's not working. It's not what I thought it was.
It wasn't what it thought it was, bro. I can't lie. Yeah.
Affect my statutory rights. What? No,
hey, are you not entertained? Make sure you're liking the video, please, man. There's still over 100 of you guys in the building. I appreciate each and every one of you. So does Traps as well. But listen, this is the first debut of Rhino's Offside Trap. I might call it Rhino's Offside Traps. So it's got the traps. I don't know, but you know me, I'm very extra. I'm very particular. So, but big up you guys that are still in the building. I think, let me see how many people of you are watching from YouTube. There's 68 of you still on YouTube, and the rest of you guys are watching from Twitch and Twitter.
I feel like do you know what I feel like? I feel like the Amrabat deal wasn't no ordinary deal, you know.
Talk to me about it. We're gonna end on the Amrabat. Go on.
I feel like when they went in there, there was like, listen,
smash the likes, people.
There was like, it was like, oh, we're looking for a DM, you know, like a bit of a robust, slightly a little bit of a, you know, not a destroyer, but someone who can play the ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it was like, you know what? I have something for you. Listen, I'm gonna give you special price.
Oh, the boss man.
One time only. Yeah, this is one time only. Yeah, nobody else can get this price. This is one time.
The boss man.
This is one time. We have 17. You can take this one for 17 million. Don't worry. You take now. Yeah, and you pay me next season. Yes, it's fine. Yeah, that one there, you know. That's how the thing went down. You know what you go in the shop for, like, you know when you go in the shop for like a drink and you end up looking out with like AirPods and that because the man just sold you a dream.
Hey, if you don't know, you know. You walk in, the boss man saying everything you want to hear. Huh? For you, I've got something special, like, and the way he will package everything. That's what happened with Amrabat. I can't lie. People in the chat, I got scammed. I believed in it. I can't lie. I was gassed. I was one of them guys that was saying he's going to change our midfield. I was.
And this is what I'm trying to say, yeah, about certain man. Look, this is what I'm trying to tell you about certain man, yeah. Certain man, yeah. If certain man be saying, "Oh, Said's a fake fan," and this, that, and the other.
Yeah. Said, big up Said, bro. That's bro.
Yeah. Let me tell you why Said's a real fucking fan. Because Said believed in Amrabat from the start. If Saeed was a fake fan, Saeed would have turned on him, from the get-go, or would have been negative from the get-go, because everybody was happy about Amrabat, apart from me, of course. Apart from me, of course.
Traps has got receipts. Traps has got receipts.
This is what I'm trying to say. But this is why, I know it sounds mad, but you see when I say things, this is why I feel like I can say things without context now, because everything I say, 9 times out of 10, when I say things, it rings true. I don't need to give context. If I say, my man's shit, I don't tell you why he's shit. He's just shit. Simple as that. Why do I need to break down everything? Why do I not break it down? Amrabat, was a disgrace. And you know why he's an even bigger disgrace as well? So I'll tell you why he's a big disgrace. Amrabat, man. He's playing, all these men talking about, Rashford playing for a contract, scoring 30 goals. Why the fuck ain't Amrabat playing for his contract, man? Why is he not playing for his team? You know how it is. You have 5 good games here. You're getting that contract. 5 good games. My man had 5 good minutes.
And I can't lie, I fell for it as well, because it's so hard being a United fan sometimes, and obviously big up Saeed as well. Like, no one can ever have chat for Saeed and this fake fan thing. It's crap. It's just nonsense, bro. Because Saeed's there every game he can go to, rain or shine. Their man are there. So of course he's got a right to be upset when he's traveling and he's watching his players not putting in a shift. You feel me? So when he's gonna be angry, he's gonna say it. When he's happy, he's gonna say it. That's a real fan. A fake fan is somebody that doesn't really show their real emotions and they're playing on it. That's fake. Saeed is far from it. You watch the watch-alongs and all of that. But he's upset, bro. He's upset. Bro, we're all upset. We're all upset, bro. We're going to call it out.
Saeed has a big enough platform now, where he doesn't have to go to no football games. He can sit in his room and make money off of everybody.
Facts. Facts.
He doesn't have to sit there and go to a football game. Because a lot of these, I'm not knocking it, but a lot of people, a lot of content creators don't go to football matches. They sit indoors and make money. Saeed doesn't do that, And then for the negativity that he gets, he still gets out there on a Saturday, on a Sunday or a Wednesday,
weekday, whatever.
And go and watch the game. Doesn't have to do
even when he doesn't have faith in the team, he's still going.
Doesn't have to do that. Does not have to do that. So. I mean, for me, I don't really listen to that fake fan nonsense, because, you know what I mean, being a London mank, London mank. I've heard it for years, you know what I mean? It's just a load of rubbish, to be honest with you. But obviously, it does hurt, you know what I mean? Especially when you actually do care about things and people try and question things like that, you know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, if you believe in Amrabat like Saeed did, then there's no way no one can call you a fake fan. I promise you. That is not fake fan. That is blind faith right there. That is blind faith. I trust my team. I trust this guy. Like Neil Gunner said, my man came here. Amrabat come here. He's like, so where's Mbappe? He's still looking for Mbappe. Man's still looking for Mbappe now.
I can't lie, bro. I fell for the same thing, bro. I can't lie. I see him ducking Mbappe. I said, bring him to Old Trafford. And obviously our midfield was in such a mess as well. So I'm thinking somebody that's decent. He did all right in that that conference final. You know what? He should be able to bring something to our squad. But obviously I didn't factor in the fact that maybe the Premier League might be too much, and you know what I mean? But let me go through the last few comments as well. Lincoln Lawyer says, solid combo for a show. Traps needed the right place to let his mind speak. Facts. Traps is bro, trust me. Kel said, Amrabat broke Saeed's heart last week. Neil Gunner says...
That was done for him last week. I'm surprised he held on for that long, you know. The PR... that he was doing Rashford level PR. Like, his PR was mad. Like, imagine I said to him, remember that time, when I said to him, I played the real. My man tried to play the good real.
Oh, the good real. Yeah. I remember that day. Yeah.
The PR was crazy.
Yeah. Facts, bro. Amrabat's still looking for Mbappe, and that's what I'm saying. He's a real fan. He's real enough to say, you know what, I changed my mind and I was wrong. And that's like me. I put my hand up. Big up Minerals. He says, own Rhino. No, 100%, man. Link alert says not many people put in the hours Saeed does. Facts. Kadeen Thomas says, yo, Rhino, when you was telling man shame on you for accepting crap on Saeed's channel was too funny. Yeah, shame on you. We should not accept mediocrity.
That was funny. That was funny.
I said shame. Make sure you guys look into the Mandem Talk as well every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Minerals FC says, Rhino, bro, question for the panel. Did you guys see the cracks in the summer or during the season? I think that's a good question. Big up, Minerals. I think after, all right, cool. So the problem with, in my opinion, the reason why I think a lot of the cracks got papered over is because Ten Hag was still smart enough to be pragmatic. So in my opinion, I feel like last season, we definitely scumbagged a lot of games. Since we won the Carabao Cup final and we lost to Liverpool 7-0, we were not playing good and we're kind of scamming our way through games. Obviously, we played Chelsea towards the end of the season and Fulham, and we played decent in those games. I honestly say we played decent, but then they still had chances. So there was a lot of cracks showing after the Carabao Cup win. But because Ten Hag was still decent with his in-game management, he was still picking decent players, and he set up a good foundation where we had the best defense in the league, irrespective of the league being bad, but we still had certain things we can look forward to next season. My problem is next season has come now and he hasn't built on that. He's just scrapped it all and started again. And that's where I said, okay, the cracks can be acceptable if he was to build on it and start plugging them. But what he did was he just started throwing everything out the window, started to try playing high line and started to do all of these mad things. And it's like, for me now, it's like, I saw the cracks, but I thought they were manageable. I thought there was a way for him to kind of carry on and then make us go to the next level. But we actually regressed. So, yeah, what about you, Traps?
Big up Minerals, by the way. That's my guy.
Yeah, big up Minerals. Big up Staffy as well. My broski.
Staffy in the building.
Come on.
But yeah, basically, look, you see with all this stuff here, people talk about papering over cracks. I said, listen, right now have to understand, this is a documented statement. This fan base tried to crucify me for this statement. Yeah. When this guy first came here, I said to them, man, I said, look,
you guys have started traps again. You started them off.
If I'm looking at this perspective, I'm looking at it from the perspective here of, because you remember it was, do you want Poch or do you want Erik ten Hag? I said, Erik ten Hag is a nobody in English football that's come here and prove himself. People are like, oh, you want Poch then? You want Poch? I said, no, listen. If I'm looking at it from perspective, they're both shit, yeah, in my eyes, yeah. Also, yeah, but if I'm going to look at it from, forget my feelings about the situation, on paper, being real, Pochettino is a safer bet than Erik ten Hag. That's what I said. Man was like, oh, you want Poch? Poch ain't won nothing. He's won the Dutch league. And I said, so's Frank de Boer, mate. He's the worst manager you've ever seen touch this country and have management status in this country. He's the worst. Jose Mourinho will tell you that shit himself. He is especially no. He said that about Arsene Wenger. He said that about Arsene Wenger. He said my man is the worst manager the Premier League has ever seen. Yeah, ever seen, and he won 4 Eredivisie or whatever they're called. Yeah. So when I'm turning around and I'm saying, and I'm looking at these situations, and I'm thinking, listen. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took the last bit of love for, like, just love for a Man United manager. You're the Man United manager, so I love you. You know what I mean? So I want to love you. No, bro. This is my mental health now. This is my feelings. Yeah? You know what I mean? You gotta come there and show me something now. Yeah, I've done the blind thing. Like Ferguson, you could just love Ferguson. Yeah, Moyes was your boy, so we loved Moyes until Moyes done his boys. Van Gaal for me. I loved Van Gaal, to be honest. I thought Van Gaal was great. Yeah, to be honest. Obviously, he was charismatic. Mourinho, for me, when he came in, I said, this guy's a Chelsea boy. It's going to end in tears. It's going to end in tears. But to be fair to Mourinho, he won me over by the end. Even at the end, I still like, you know what, these men are letting him down, you know. Yeah, these men are letting him down. Yeah. But this fucking Ten Hag guy, he came in with no love. He just came in with pure expectation. When you're sitting there in your white flipping suit, telling man about you respect Man City, you respect Liverpool, but errors can come to an end. Bruv, I'm saying, all right then. Yeah, all right, then he's talking that talk.
He's talking smoke, yeah.
Now go walk that shit now. Go end that era now, big man. Go end that. Because I'm not hearing these man gassing him up like, yeah, obviously he learned from Pep. Bro, Pep told you didn't even chat to man when he's at Bayern Munich. What are you talking about? Yeah? All these men were looking for all the excuses.
Traps, what you saying? Pep said,
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Man said, Pep said, hey, bro, I didn't even chat to you. Stop the cap.
Last season, man, all the man they were talking about, he learned from Pep, like he learned from this. When
I was
he
one of them.
I was one
of them.
He learned from Pep. I'm thinking, bro, Pep come out and said we worked in the same club. He was managing the young boys, and I was managing. We never even really had conversations like that. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, look, this guy, came in and he had expectation from me. Yeah. And it haven't been fulfilled. Do you know why they haven't been fulfilled? Because for me, last season, and I'll tell you what would have been what I wanted to win the most, because of the situation when we in the Europa League. Remember the first game of the Europa League, where they got given Alessandro Martinez, they got given a penalty for some bullshit.
That wasn't a penalty for me.
We ended up having to play an extra game. Because we finished on less goal difference. Same points, less goal difference. 15 points, right? I said, listen, see, for the disrespect, when we turned over Barcelona, I wanted to win it. I didn't care about the Carabao Cup. I wanted to win that. That's what I wanted to win. And I don't even go to Carabao Europa League games, you know. I don't go there. I don't go to them Europa League games. In fact, I tried to go to Gdansk and I couldn't get a ticket. That was it. So I wanted to win that purely for the fact that was thing. So that was my expectation was at the way we went out of that tie. I said, nah, man. You went out like a punk. And that's that was bearing in mind. Carabao Cup win, lost 7-0, went out of the Europa League like some punks, like some punks, And I thought to myself, am I really happy with this situation? No. Do you know why? Because do you know what stuck in my head the most? The 7-0. The 7-0. That was what stuck in my mind. The 7-0. Anytime we won, but the 7-0. Anytime we won, that was an emotionally bruising every time someone said that. 7-0. The 7-up said that. Oh, I'll never forget it, man. I'll never forget it. I look so someone said here. Don't get emotional, fellas. Put things into context. F that, preach traps. Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
I can't lie, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, Traps is talking facts. Someone said it on yesterday's show. We should start calling him facts. You get me? Facts, get me?
I am not with this. I told man, I thought about it, because you know what I've clocked about certain people in the comments and certain things. If you don't say certain things, they think you're certain ways. So now I'm like, look, I am not your average United fan no more. I'm basically the Batman of the United fans. I'm basically Bruce Wayne here, Batman here. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm here to restore the streets back to law and order. Because right now, I don't understand how you can step to me calling me Trapscliff, calling me Uncle Ruckus. They're calling me bare names. What? Because I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, man, the truth, bro. You don't want to hear it. These men are deluded, bro. They're deluded. The fan base is deluded. How can you think that, like I said, Ineos have come in, you don't want him in there, you don't want them in there, but they're doing the right thing, so you can't be unhappy with them. You know what I'm saying? You can't be unhappy with Ineos right now. You might not be satisfied completely, but as it stands right now, what they're doing and what they've tried to do so far, you can't be unhappy about it. So why am I then going to turn around and say, oh, because they're in bed with the Glazers, fuck them? No, bro. Fix my club. That's my hope right there. See that man there? That's my last hope right there, you know? I'm holding on to Jim Ratcliffe like this. Please, can you help us? That's what I'm doing. Help us. Please, fix this. Please. That's what I'm doing. Yeah? Don't know what you man are doing. You man are sitting over and saying, no, but they're with the Glazers, man. Fuck them. They're with the Glazers. So, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's
listen. Hey, listen, you lot don't understand. When Trap says restore order, do you know how much films I've watched? How many films I've watched? Yeah, and you're just seeing that this like restore order. Do you know how serious that means? That the imagine wherever you live, people. Yeah, there's no order. Like I don't know if you guys have experienced when we had the riots, police couldn't do nothing. There's no order. Do you know what it means to have no order? And Chaps is saying, I'm here to restore order. That shows how much of a stink fest, how much of a mess Manchester United is in.
Bro. Like you think, but you think, yeah, do you think I can sit there and watch 20 games of shit football and you can start talking to me about tactical? You think you can start going tactical on me? Bro, are you mad? You think you can talk to me about tacticals after I watched 20 games of shit football? You think you can talk about, but in the final third, we was like, we converted this.
Alright, Traps, we send them. Send them off,
bro. Like you, that's what I'm trying to say is that I've been watching football since I was like, I don't even know. Yeah. I'd say I started watching football in 1995, so that makes me 7 or 8. Yeah,
yeah.
Didn't really understand it, just understand, and that's what I'm trying to say. When you was that age, right, you used to judge things. Man didn't even care about defenders. Man had Gary Pallister at the back. The rest of he's the best defender ever. Like, but I don't give a shit about you. You're Coco and them, man. When they're scoring goals, that's who we're rating. Beckham and them, man. Man didn't even appreciate. Listen, I didn't even appreciate Scholes till about 2004. Yeah, that's how. That's how. I didn't appreciate Scholes till about 2004. It was about goals. Van Nistelrooy and them. I remember going to secondary school, and all I used to talk about was Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy. Man can't chat to Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy's the best. Can't chat to Van Nistelrooy. No one can't chat to Van Nistelrooy. Are you mad? Van Nistelrooy's better than Henry. Shut up. Not hearing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I understand the basics of football, you know. You have to remember, if you take away all this stuff that XG and all this bullshit that they've been bringing out in the last sort of 5 years, the basics of football is to get the ball from one end to the other and get it in the goal and play good football. Net. All we've got now is a bunch of athletes. Because you can run for 90 minutes, yeah? Man, they think that you're worth 100 mil, yeah? And they think, hold a second, well, you think football's good right now? The man that we used to see, like, what man failed to understand this year, I'm being deadly serious though, right now.
Pick up the chat as well. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes as well. But yeah, go on,
the Champions League that you man are watching right now. The Champions League you're watching is bullshit. Man are watching Champions League with Sheriff in there. Yeah, Sheriff would back in my time when I'm talking ITV Champions League. Yeah, man. If you know, you know. ITV Champions League and that, yeah. You're watching, there's no round of 16 bullshit, yeah? You are going through you're going to meet prime Juventus, prime Inter Milan, prime Barca, Bayern Munich, yeah? All them teams, yeah? Arsenal was in there. Arsenal were the whipping boys with Henry and them, man. They were the whipping boys, yeah? They were the whipping boys. So when I'm seeing all this stuff, and I'm telling man, I'm old school. I'm not hearing certain things. Like, man saying, oh, I can't play 2 games a week. Are you mad? Yeah. I'm not hearing that stuff because the era that I'm from, you think Roy Keane saying I can't play 2 games a week? Yeah. You think I said I can't play 3 games a week? Them man are not saying that. So why are these men saying that? Because these men are soft, and all these young boys and all these tacticals and that thing they can tell me about. Yeah, but XG and obviously, you know what I mean. In the final third, the press wasn't right. So do you know what I mean? I'm seeing Roy Keane have masterclasses against Juventus, yeah, in Turin. Masterclasses, yeah. That's what I'm used to. Yeah, it's a joke, man.
No, 100%, bro. Football has changed a lot, you know. I think that we're going to talk about that next show as well, man. Big up Empty Pockets. I've just run through all the comments as well. He says Marcel and Tiny the show called Empty Thoughts. That one
do you know what? That one is
epic.
That's
epic.
Classic.
Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone, yeah? And I'm going to just, so that I remember when I go from
send that into the group chat, man.
Group chat, yeah. Let me even put it. Let me send it to the group chat right now, bro. But yeah, man, big up you guys still. We've still got over 110 people, 111, 112 now people in the building. Let me see how many people on YouTube. Still 70 of you guys watching. Make sure you lot smash the likes. Even if you're here just to see what we're about, subscribe to the channel. Put post notifications on. Tell your people to subscribe. Round the MGTV. You're going to get this show every Thursday, maybe sometimes Tuesdays as well. We'll see. Whenever me and Traps are feeling like it.
I was thinking though, right?
Get me. Like go on, Traps.
We should try and do like a you know, like a daytime, kind of like a lunchtime or
A
something.
day show. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's do that, man. Yeah, because
like a daytime, lunchtime, because you know what I mean.
Stephanie suggested that.
In the day like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Big up. Obviously, I know Judge Mo does some stuff. Big up Mo. I know. Never if I'll do daytime. Yeah, I'm on that. Stephanie, and big up Stephanie, one of my mods as well. She suggested that to me as well, to try and do daytime shows as well. So yeah, me and Traps will probably have something cooking for you guys, man. But make sure you lot smash the likes, man. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, like I said, we're always going to have a VAR section where we judge certain things that have happened during the week or certain opinions that we have, and we either give it a yes decision, no decision, undecided, or a straight red card. You feel me? So just depending on what it is. If it's something that we don't accept, it's red, go away. If it's something that we have to decide whether we agree or disagree, it's going to be yes or no. So make sure you lot are locked in. But yeah, we're going to end the show here, people. Please make sure you like the video. Please just like the video on your way out. If you're watching this on the replay, like the video. Leave a comment down below as well. I'm going to run through the last few comments as well, actually, because we've got a lot of comments here. But big up you guys, man. But the MT1, Marcel and Ty, I'm going to message Marcel as well. I'm going to tell him as well. But we got, yeah, big up. What
listen, Marcel, yeah, for me, Marcel's got a cooking.
Yeah, go and talk about Marcel. I'm going to look for the comments.
Marcel's got cooking coming. Yeah, Ty. Listen, Ty and Marcel are on the menu at some point. You know what though? I'm not listening. You know what though? I'm not even going to do it this week. I'm giving them. I'm letting it marinate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably like so. I'm talking probably like when there's like 4 or 5 games left of the season. Yeah. That's when. Yeah. Because
I've got something for them. Keep going, Traps. I got something for them.
That's what I'm gonna do. I think that them two there, they need to marinate. Yeah, because I've been hearing a lot of takes. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of blind faith. I've been hearing a lot of man being. I don't know if they call. I know you man call it like toxic positivity. I don't know what it is, but I just think it's just. Obviously, I know them man don't do drugs, but it's similar to what man would say if they was on drugs, innit? But yeah. I'm ready for these man. These man, you need to give them a more time because you need the Ten Hag era to really conclude before they start getting it. Because these man have spent a whole 28 games trying to protect this manager. They protect this manager better, yeah, than the defense protects Onana. It's crazy, yeah. Them two
got
there,
the walk for them.
yeah.
You got
These
the
men
walk.
are going.
When I'm making my stir fried, yeah, we got the walk.
You know what I mean? Like that's just what I'm trying to say. Like, but I just think, yeah, these man have got a lot to answer for at the end of the season. Because do you think you can sit there and try and PR your way through a season? Yeah, PR your way through a season. Yeah, like, all I'm telling you now is the likes of man like AMRABAT, the likes of man like Mason Mount. Yeah, the likes of man like Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, all you man owe Saeed, Ty, and Marcel peas blood for what they've been doing for you this season. You owe them money, bro. Yeah, they have been PRing it off like they are on big 100 grand a year salaries. That's what they've been doing. That you're not paying them 100 grand a year for that shit.
Bro, listen, Traps is talking facts, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, yeah. Even just to kind of summarize what Traps is saying, you just let the rope load, and then boom, they're gonna hang themselves, man. But you never know. If we have toxic positivity, Marcel and Ty could be right. But that's if 10. You know what is as well? Let me just say this clearly. Like, if Marcel and Ty end up right, I'm not gonna feel any more stupid or nothing. You know, I'm gonna be happy because I want our team to do well. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we have to keep it real, man. You feel me? Big up Kels. Marcel lost his mind 2 years ago. Big up Steph as always. Empty pockets. Kadeen. Big up.
Do you know what? Do you know what, Rhino?
Yeah, go on. Epic show.
What you're trying to say here. You're trying to say is, if you're wrong, you're not going to be unhappy for being wrong. You'd rather be wrong than be right. Because
yeah.
But the truth is, if you look at it, bro, this week there is 10 games left to go. What is going to be turned around, bro? Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, it's like you know, it's like, do you know what it's like doing? It's like back in the day, like we used to play like PlayStation 1 and that. And it's like
Yeah,
loading.
yeah.
And because we have loaded 75% of the season. Yeah. And now you think man's gonna forget about that and restart the whole process again. Is that what you think? Nah.
Hey, Traps, you know when you said that, and big up Ozan Kabak for the super chat as well. Back to life. Do you know what's so funny, Ozan? Yeah, when Traps was saying there's 10 games left on my life, I was thinking of this in my head. I was even going to find it, but I can't play it because of copyright. On God, no cap, I was thinking of this. When Traps said 10 games, I thought, shit, back to life, back to reality.
That's what I'm trying
but
to
big up
tell you,
Ozan, man.
like,
Thank you for the super chat, man. Big up, man. Love, man.
There's 20 games or 25 games. You know, when I was sitting there, I was thinking, you know what? These men don't actually realize there's 10 games left to go, you know? Like, this is the end of the season.
The game,
now.
it's done.
This is the end game.
Yeah. It's true, man. Now, facts, man. We're going to end it there, man. Big up all of those that have sent super chats as well. Big up, Kels and Ozan as well. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. And there's also a membership there as well. But obviously, I'm going to be more consistent. But yeah, feel free to join the membership. You get your custom emojis. I've got some little Rhino emojis. I've got, you know, the praying eyes. I've got the starstruck. I've got the crying emojis as well. So if you do become a member, you have access to those emojis, and you also have a logo next to your name, which has like a little, it's my MGTV logo. And obviously MGTV is Maximum Global, isn't it? If you know the history of this channel, Maximum Recordings, we used to do music videos and all that stuff. And then now we've changed it to Maximum Global. The name, the Maximum stuff just means a lot to me, so I've kept it within. So that's why it's Rhino MGTV. But yeah, man, Rhino and Trap show, Rhino's Offside Trap, the debut show, epic show. You guys have gone crazy in the comments as well. Appreciate it. Stephanie says we're on 90 likes as well.
Yeah, appreciate
talking
you
about
lot, man. This is a good show, man. Do you know what? Yeah,
man.
I was
Epic.
I was chatting with Rhino in the back, and I said, you know what? Yeah, obviously the man them talk. Love the man them talk here, but the problem that we have is barbershop settings over there. So like Musa said. When you said it in the group chat yesterday, big up Musa as well. He was like, listen, you'll be lucky to talk on the man. Talk so much about certain man there. Man will tell you to shut up and that. You know what I'm saying? It gets like that. You know what I mean?
The man that talk gets techie, bro. Trust me. Like if you need to talk with your chest to be heard. You get me? But here, like you said, me and Traps are gonna just
we can have a conversation. It's a good combination, man. But this is fucking. It's been good, man. I like this show, but this is the settings that I like, man. I like this setting. It's like couple man, and we can really understand what man's saying, because you know what I'm saying. Like man says a couple things, and then obviously man have to wait till next week for me to elaborate. You know what I'm saying? Here, we can talk. You know what I mean? Talk.
Yeah. There's more space to chat as well. So make sure you subscribe, man. Like I keep saying throughout the show, subscribe and put post notifications on. As soon as me and Traps are live, you will get a notification as well. Make sure you like the video. And like we discussed earlier, we're going to look to do something in the daytime as well for you guys as well. So make sure you look out for that. We'll probably call it the same thing, maybe something similar, whatever, because we don't want to make it too complicated, because this name just it hits, man. So please make sure.
Let's call it the same.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Daytime, and then we'll just have certain slots. We do it Thursdays right now, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. depending on what's happening during the week. We'll probably do Tuesdays, and we'll probably do daytime. But yeah, make sure you lot smash the likes. Like I keep saying, smash the likes. Big up Kadeen. He said, man, large up. He says, man, I have to wait till next week to elaborate.
You know how it is, the man them talk. If you don't get in your slot, boy,
your window. All right, listen. If you don't get that window, trust me, bruv, you're done, man. And that's what I'm saying. So, I love the Man Them Talk as well. So here you're going to get certain content. Man Them Talk, you're going to get that content. So it's always love. So make sure you subscribe to Saeed TV as well. Make sure you subscribe to Trafford Tunnel, because Never a Foul as well. Who else's channels? Leon's channel. Make sure you subscribe to that as well. Leon's Reality as well. Who else has got a channel there? Musa's got his thing. So just follow us on the socials.
Go to Instagram. And get me to 4,000 followers.
Yes, plug it in.
I've been like 3,000, 3,600, 3,700 for bare long now. I'm tired of it.
Plug it in.
I want to get to the 4 now. So you
plug it in, Traps. Yeah, get Traps to 4,000 followers.
This one
Traps.mefc. Yeah, get him still. I even need to put his socials up there as well. Get him to 4,000 followers, and make sure you leave a comment and tell him that you was here as well, so we know who was here and we're seeing the engagement, man. But listen, people, that's gonna be the end of the show. Let me take down that banner. Where's that banner? Let me take this banner off. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Please put post notifications on, man. And I even need to add the clip. See, I didn't even add the clip. So it's gonna take us a few seconds to end the show. But yeah, man, Traps, I think that was a good show anyway, to be fair. I feel like you said, man, it's good for us to kind of engage, you know, chat. You know, we can, like, we got the space and we got the chemistry, because me and Traps are always chatting in the background as well. Like, yeah, we got the Man Them Talk group chat as well, but we're always we chat in personally as well. Certain things that have happened during the week. Traps is always sending these little stats from Twitter and that, you know, look at this, look at that as well. So yeah, I think it's good, man, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed the show. We've still got, how many of you guys are still in there locked in? Still got 58 of you locked in on YouTube, and there's that 42 of you guys on Twitch and Twitter as well. So big up, man. Let me know any suggestions you have. Message me at Rhino UK Official on Instagram and Twitter, traps.mufc on Instagram. And yeah, man, we are out, people. Peace, man. Love.
Man with that 20 stacking, my bro, see that you ain't getting that back. And I ain't gonna lie, more time, I thought on a rap. Keisha got more bodies than gang, and I bet she's still gonna cap. Slim thing with a waist, can I look like Kyle, look real? More time, my face on L, look me. Can't get caught up town with big.